Okay, real quick before the video starts, this script is kind of rushed and I apologize for that. Also, this video isn't it isn't very long, but please do like and subscribe because it means the world to me. Thank you so much. My thoughts on rock climbing. If you didn't know what rock climbing or wall climbing is, it basically means the sport or activity of climbing rock faces, especially with the aid of ropes and special equipment. I really enjoy rock climbing. Even before I was born, my parents were really into rock climbing, and this helped shape my interest into it. When I was smaller, they used to take me to the gym and I would climb smaller climbs. But as I grew older, I didn't climb as much. For around 3 years, I'd been climbing on and off as a hobby, but around September of 2019, I got into rock climbing a lot more. My coach basically introduced me to some of his other students that were around my age, and this prompted me to take climbing more seriously and be a bit more competitive. To me, climbing is less of a sport and more of an activity you do with family and friends, like brings people together. But I can get extremely competitive when I want to be. Speaking of competition, I attended quite a few before quarantine kicked in. Before I get into the details, I need to first explain the three types of climbing. There's bouldering, when you're close to the ground and you do not use a rope, but the climbs are more hard because it's less long. There is top rope, when you get somebody to belay you and you climb up a relatively high wall. And there's lead climbing, which in my opinion is the hardest. There are clips in the wall and you must climb up and then clip yourself in. It's arguably the safest but also the hardest. The first one I partook in was a bouldering competition. And it was mainly more of a casual experience, and I was there to mainly cheer my other friends on than really compete. But it helped me get a feel for the competition format. So the competition format, the way the competitions are designed is to have a set number of routes are climbs. And these routes usually get harder the higher the number is, the harder the route is. The harder the route is, the more points you get. Oh my god, I can't read the script. Climbing isn't really about speed, but it's more about how many attempts you finish it in and like how well you finish the climb. If you finish the route first try without any help or guidance, we call that an on-site. Flash is when you climb to the top even when you have tips or guidance from somebody. Red pointing a route is when you finish the route with a lot of practice and you've probably tried it before. The next competition I partook in was the top rope competition, which I scored second place in my age group in. One thing I remember doing when the routes were tough was saying cuss words as I struggled, and for some reason, they helped. The third competition I took a part in was a mix of bouldering and top roping. This one was the most fun for me, you'll find out why in a second, because all my friends that I had made in the climbing community were there and they cheered me on as I did the tiebreaker climbs at the end. I remember one of the climbing gym employees reading out the winners of the competition, and my friends were like, "Dude, I think you won," and I was like, "Nah, I doubt it." But the guy read my name, but the problem is, my mom registered me into their database with my middle name, so it was my first name and then my middle name. So I was slightly confused. I was like, "Wait, is this me or is this somebody else? Is there somebody else called first name and then middle name?" So apparently I won, and not apparently I did win, and I'm pretty decent at climbing. In conclusion, I really enjoy rock climbing and it's really helped me to stay physically active in these trying times. And I really encourage you to try rock climbing. Just go out to your local gym and just have fun. Alright, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day and like and subscribe because that's what the cool kids are saying.